Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review on a at-home laser hair removal product. It is the Tria, and if you follow me on Snapchat, you know that they sent this well over a month ago to me to test out. I'm not being compensated for this video, but they did send this to me to try. I wanted to do a video after my 1 month mark just to update you guys on how it's been going along for me, because after a month you can have up to 70% hair loss. Laser hair removal has always been something I've really been interested in trying, but for treatments, if you go into an office to have it done, can get quite pricey. I think when I last looked into it, it was $200 per treatment, and you have to get multiple treatments, so alone the cost would be quite pricey, so I never went through with it. And then Tria sent this over to me, and if you follow me on Snapchat, I was so excited because I've always wanted to do laser hair removal. There's absolutely nothing wrong if you don't want to remove your hair. It's like any other cosmetic thing. I feel if you want to do something, do it. If you don't, you don't. But for me personally, laser hair removal has always been something that I personally wanted to do, but it's definitely something you don't have to do. I just wanted to throw that out there because you don't have to remove your hair if it's not something you personally want to do. But for me, I've always had hair, really dark hair, that grows quite fast. I don't have a lot of hair, but I do have very dark hair that grows fast. For me, permanent hair loss for the places I don't want hair is so exciting for me, and I wanted to update you guys on and tell you a little bit more about the product just because I know a lot of people would be interested, because this alone is quite pricey the first time you pay for this product, but you can use it multiple times at home, and in the end it does save you money. And if this is going to work just like laser hair removal in the office, then I would rather spend the money up front for this and save money in the end. So I'm just going to tell you my experience on the product, the pros and cons, what I liked, what I didn't like about this. Just give you my full, honest opinion on how this worked for me. I did take some before and after pictures, but because I don't let my hair get too long, my before pictures, you can only kind of see my hair coming in. Just a backstory about my personal hair growth. As I said in the beginning, it grows really fast and it is dark. And I wanted to treat certain areas of my body. You can use this on your face as well. I couldn't use it on my face only because I don't have dark hair. This won't work on blonde hair. If you don't have dark enough hair, this isn't going to work on you. And also, it's not safe if you have deeper skin tones. I know recently you can get laser hair at an office if you have a deeper skin tone, but the at-home one is not made for that. It is only for medium to light skin tones right now, and it could burn you if you have dark skin. And it has a little sensor at the bottom right here to tell you if you can use it. So I just turn it on. The battery's fully charged. It stays locked. So if you don't know how to use this to unlock it, then you won't be able to use it. But I still put this out of the way of my kids ever being able to get a hold of it or anything like that, because to unlock this device, it has a little sensor down here you can see that's lit up, and it will tell you if the tone of your skin is safe to use this product. So I'll put it on here and it makes that noise. It unlocks for you. So I'm safe to use this product. It shows you how many times you've zapped it on the screen. It has the different level of intensity and your battery. You can have this at a 1 intensity, which is really quite light. I don't really feel anything, or you can have it up to a 5, which can be kind of painful. Laser hair removal isn't pleasant, I would say. I don't think it's so unpleasant I couldn't use it. I used it at a 5 on all the areas of my body which I wanted to treat, which were my lower legs, my underarms, and my bikini line. So those were the 3 areas I personally wanted to treat. I don't have dark hair on my upper legs that's blonde. My facial hair is blonde. My arm hair is blonde. You can't see any other hairs on my body because it is quite blonde, but I do have very dark hair on my legs, arms, and bikini line. So that's why I wanted to treat it. You will get results on every single level. If you can't handle a 5 and you use a 1, you'll still get results. However, you do get better results if you use the higher level. My mentality was no pain, no gain. So I just went straight with a 5. I'm like, I'm using it no matter what. And it does hurt in certain areas of my body more than others. My underarms, it hurt a lot for me. but it's such a small area, I didn't feel it was that much of an issue, and it's only in that moment that it did hurt. I didn't have any kind of side effects or anything like that after the fact, or it didn't linger or anything like that, but it was just in that moment. It kind of has a peak of intensity and it drops off. I know a lot of people describe laser hair removal differently, but for me, it was personally like if, say you were lighting a candle and your lighter got hot at the end and you put your thumb on that. It felt like a burn like that to me at the most intense, I'd say, but that wasn't every single time I used it. That was just the most intense I've ever felt it, was kind of like that feeling. Some people say it just feels like a rubber band snapping your body. Mine felt more like that to me at the most intense, but it didn't feel like that every single time. My legs didn't bother me whatsoever, even on a 5. It did have some uncomfortable areas. If you don't shave close enough to the skin before you use this and you get a hair or anything like that, it will burn a little bit more, just so you know. So get a close shave, as close as you can get before you use this. You can't wax or anything like that before you use this. You must shave because it needs to be able to read that hair and then destroy that follicle. So if you want to read more up about all the science behind laser hair, you can definitely do that. I just wanted to do mostly a review, but I do encourage you to do your research on it before you actually go and buy it. This is just my review of the product itself, my results and things like that, because I do want you to be fully informed. I read everything. I read online. I read the pamphlet that it gave you. I wanted to make sure I was correctly using this, and I had all the information I needed to. That is where the laser is. That is also the treatment area. Con to this device is the treatment area. It isn't very large. So when you're doing larger areas like your legs, and say you're doing your upper leg as well, it's going to take you a long time to do. And with the battery, you probably would only be able to treat one full leg if you were to do your entire leg, upper and lower. I was able on one charge alone to do both lower legs and my armpits in one treatment. And then I would have to charge it, and then I'd have to do my bikini line. There's a fan that does come on, which is kind of loud, and when you're zapping the areas, it is kind of loud as well. I would do this when my kids were going to bed, but I'd go downstairs because it does make noise every time you use it, and you can tell when it hasn't done it properly. It makes a different kind of noise. It's very user-friendly, easy to use. It's a little bit heavy, I'd say, not too bad. I feel like it's ergonomically distributed so that you can use it for prolonged periods of time if you're doing a full treatment area. And as I said, it didn't really hurt on my legs. For me personally, my underarms, it stung a bit. And my bikini line definitely didn't feel good either. Just so you know, it doesn't feel great, especially on a 5. As I said, I was in the mentality, no pain, no gain. In terms of my results, I've definitely had really excellent results. It says you can use this once every 2 weeks up to 3 months, or until you get your desired results. And I read online on the frequently asked questions page that you could use it once a week. I had no side effects or anything, no downtime, nothing. I literally had no kind of reaction or anything. It was like I did nothing to my legs after I used it, no symptoms, nothing like that. So I used it once a week. I would do my legs and arms on Wednesdays, and then once I charged it again, I would do my bikini line on Thursdays. My number one result that I have experienced, obviously I have some hair loss, but it is the growth, overall growth of my hair. Before, when I would shave, I would literally shave every day, and the next morning I would feel prickles on my skin. That's how fast my hair would grow, and it is quite dark. I found it to be quite noticeable. But with this, I'm on day 4 and I still have smooth legs. Just the dramatic reduction in how fast my hair grows is a winner for me, and I'm not even done my treatments and I'm already quite satisfied in that aspect. But for overall hair loss, I'd say it said in a month you could have up to 70. I feel like I have 80, really. For my legs, one leg is better than the other. I feel like my left leg, for some reason, has less hair than my right. And my underarms, I feel like that's maybe at a 50% hair loss. And my bikini line is, I'd say 60% hair loss. But my legs, I feel like really did well on those. Maybe I treated them a lot better, but I've had really good success with my legs so far. I also found that this, since I was shaving my underarms less, lightened my skin underneath. So not shaving my underarms every single day, I found like my underarms have lightened, which I absolutely love. I don't like when my arms would get too dark. I started on July 27th, just if you want to know my start date, and I've used it up till now, and I'm going to continue to use it to, I feel like I've achieved my desired results. I'm really happy with the amount of reduction in my hair and just in general the growth of my hair, how slow it's been growing. It's just been amazing for me. If I ever have an issue with facial hair, I'll definitely use this on my face as well in the future, because I just feel like I have such success with my body. I do have a regret for not doing this before I got pregnant because my legs got pretty bad when I was pregnant. So I wish I would have actually done this sooner and just took the plunge and did an at-home device or something like that, because I'm really satisfied with the results, especially since I was doing this over the summer. I went to the cottage, didn't have to bring my razor. It was amazing. So I've had really good success. As I said, I was doing it once a week, which I read that you could do in their frequently asked questions online, but I would definitely do your research on the product if you want to choose to use this. I'll have it linked below. I know the device itself is quite pricey. Looking on Tria's website right now, the price retails for $5.15 Canadian, and it has 15% off as of right now when I'm filming for $4.38 is the price. It has a little award on it. It's the InStyle 2016 Best Beauty Buys. It has really good reviews. I did look at reviews for this product before I even tried it. I wanted to be fully knowledgeable of the product before I personally used it, because I didn't want to screw up laser hair on my body since it's at home. It was really easy to use. There are pros and cons to it. The price is quite pricey. For 2 professional sessions would be the cost of this, and you still wouldn't be done your treatments. So I do think it's definitely worth the investment if it's something that you want to do. I mean, not everyone wants to remove their hair. That's completely fine. But if you've ever been interested in permanent hair loss, it's definitely something to look into. I've had really good results so far. And I mean, if I don't have to shave my legs and my arms every single day, I'm really happy about it. I'm only going to get better results, I know, because I've had such great success so far. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the Tria Laser x4. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more comments or questions, please leave them down below. If I forgot to address something in this video, I'll be more than happy to get back to you. And I will see you guys in my next video.